Hello, my beautiful viewers. How are you feeling? I am feeling over the moon. I have tried my beautiful grandson to get him to sleep before the show. I've tried quite a lot of things. And he's still awake. He's still with me. So he is going to join us today. There you are, Csakvary. Oh, most beautiful one. So he's going to join us today. But I've got amazing guests. We've got Auckland in the house. We've got New Zealand. We've got Gwen. I'm not too sure. I think Brisbane, but maybe you must tell us. And we've got Oklahoma, USA in the house. And my quote for today is, your resilience is your road map to freedom. Turn inwards and step into your brave. And I made the brave all capital letters because sometimes it is scary, the unknown. And I know somebody said to me, Sanet, you use a lot of but, and I have tried to change and use however, being brave and taking up that fearlessness has changed my life forever. And I can honestly say I have the freedom that I was looking for all those years, not just in myself, but everything I do. Incredible. So what does freedom mean for you? Do you know sometimes you need to be resilient? I don't actually want to use sometimes. I want to say almost always. If you want to change something, you have to be relentless and have to have that resilience that can keep you on the road where you want to go. So I am going to read something, and then after that, my guest will be in the house. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the beautiful ladies that have joined my Slim membership. And through you being on the membership, you allow me to continue with this amazing show. And I know soon I will be having amazing sponsors again. I know. So let me just bring up the screen. So my beautiful guest, I am bringing you in, and then I am going to take away this amazing. I quickly did it this morning because I don't have any sponsors videos. So yeah, we are ready to rock and roll. So my beautiful Jeremy, you are the only gentleman with us. You are from the Tanzanite Heroes. It's so wonderful to see you again. I'm a little bit out of Facebook for the last two weeks and 3 days. I'm blocked. So I'm trying my best to get unblocked. But it's quite a mission I have realized. So my beautiful Jamie, please can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from? And if there's one message that you would love to bestow on the viewers regarding freedom and resilience, will you please give it to us?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm Jamie McCormick from Ada, Oklahoma, just north of the Texas border, so pretty far down south. And there's one message that I want to give. It's the same message I try to give everybody, and that's you're worthy simply because you exist. Your resilience is the reason you're here, and life is prettier because you're in it.
It's beautiful, beautiful. My beautiful Gwen.
Good morning. My name is Gwen Hodder and I live on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. and thank you for inviting me today. I guess resilience to me is having to get up and get going every time. Like if you feel like things are falling apart, find a solution and then move forward. And that's, to me, that's resilience.
I love that. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gwen. And we had a coffee chat just the other day,
Yes.
and how amazing. Alison knows the lady that I've introduced you to the group and to me. Alison, it was Barbara, our wisdom keeper, that have sent Gwen to our beautiful community, as well as to have a chat with me. My beautiful Alison, you are just around the corner. I was truly blessed to spend time with you and your family almost 2 weeks ago. I can't believe how time flies. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Sanet. My name is Alison Davis. I'm a certified health coach with an absolute passion on quantum biology and science of nature. I live in Auckland, New Zealand, and very close to you, Sanet, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. For me, I believe, and I'm living proof that we are born free and resilient. We have been given everything by our Mother Nature to live extraordinary life, and everyone has the ability.
It's so beautiful. I love it. So my beautiful ones, I've got a few questions that I would love to bestow on you. So just give me, I've got one hand to go, and then just give me 1 second. And the little one is not sitting down. Wait, Omar, wait, Omar. Can you share a moment when your inner strength surprised even you? So, Jamie, if I can start with you.
Oh, absolutely. There's, of course, like everybody, we all have those moments where inner strength surprises us. But the one that got me the most, probably 23 and a half years ago, the girl that I was dating called me and said, "Hey, I'm pregnant. I'm leaving you for your best friend," all in the same sentence. And I was just, I didn't know how to handle that, because I put my friends up here. I assumed my friends did the same thing. No, not so much. And I went looking for him. I was going to kick his teeth in. But every time I saw him, I just put him down, and I couldn't touch him. I just let him go. Became the dad I was supposed to be, and didn't get my butt thrown in jail. That was resilience to me, right? Yeah, that was my resilient moment.
Wow. And a question on that question: how has adversity shaped the way you view freedom?
Adversity shapes the way I look freedom, because if you give in to adversity and you react and you go, let's say, beat somebody up, for example, then your freedom is taken. Learning to deal with adversity. I heard a pastor say years ago, he said, if you can't change something, don't worry about it. If you can change something, don't worry about it. Go change it. So when adversity comes, if you can't change it, don't worry about it. If you can, change it, and you go on. So that's freedom, is knowing when you can change something and when you can't, and acting upon it.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Jamie. So my
Thank
beautiful Gwen, my question to you: can you share a moment when your inner strength surprises even you?
Yes, well, I've got a few, but
Right.
most probably the one when I left New Zealand, because I was born in New Zealand, and I felt I really needed to have a new start in Australia. And so it was a big journey for me to go solo and move to Australia and start a new life. So that took a lot of resilience, and it took about 3 or 4 months of everyday crying before, not crying all day, but crying, to that I was missing everybody. But then, I met so many people, and I had such a wonderful journey since then. So it took a lot of resilience.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Gwen. Your second question is: what helped you turn inwards instead of giving up?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
What helped you turn inwards
Help me
instead
inward.
of giving up? Yeah.
Okay. Really, I feel like I've always had an inner strength to overcome things, even as a child. So there was actually some fear going if I gave up. I had some fear around that, and went back home, and because of the situation. So for me, it was that really meeting people too that actually supported me on my journey. I'd be in the right place at the right time, and someone would just say something to me that was profound to help me on my track, on my path. It just happened all the time in Australia.
Incredible.
So it's like the earth angels were coming in and helping me stay on track.
That is incredible. That was also one of the things that I experience and I witness almost every day. I just need to make sure the little one is not coming onto the chair. That, you know, God is always sending people and resources your way. That was just the right, I think they call it serendipity. I love
Yes.
that word. It's like you want to dance like a ballerina from one side to the other side. Serendipity. I can hear the dancing in that word. I love that. Thank you, my beautiful one. So, my beautiful Alison, I am going to ask you the first question, but there is something particular with the second question I want to ask you. Can
Yeah.
you share a moment when your inner strength surprised even you?
So many moments that surprise me. Like when I look back on my life, think, oh, how did I do that? You know, from 20 something years ago, I decided to leave China and come to New Zealand, knowing nobody, with no money other than the tuition I had to pay. Yeah, how did I do that? I still don't know. And, you know, when 9 years ago, I experienced a health crisis after giving birth to my first son. I had postnatal depression. So I went to see the doctor, who, of course, was prescribing me antidepressants. And I said no, because that is not going to take out my root cause, right? The stress. So I just said, no, I'm going to find happiness myself. So, you know, I just don't know. Everyone's telling me you must do this. Otherwise you're going to have a miserable life. But no, I didn't. I actually have the most amazing life I'm living now. So I still don't know where the strength is coming from. I think something in my being, I guess, you know, something we just know without any reason why we know that.
Incredible. So I do have somebody in the back studio that you actually have, between me and you, gave her an amazing gift. And I must just tell her she looks totally different. So I'm going to bring her into the studio in a few seconds. So Cristiano, are you ready to move to studio? Here we go. Oops. Let me just see. There you are. Hello, Cristiano. So my next question to you, my beautiful one, and you have got such an amazing ritual that you are doing every day. Can you please tell us what is the rituals that is helping you every day?
Oh, everything that make me connect to our mother. And, you know, as I mentioned before, we're given so much power, so much resources, so much strength, and everything we need to live an ordinary, extraordinary life from the moment we enter into this world. So, you know, the modern society somehow programmed us as we grow to believe that we're less powerful than that. So my ritual in the morning is to open the window and get the morning sun just soaked in. on my skin, on my eyes, just to set up my day into the most amazing way. And then I'll just do grounding on the beach. We are fortunate we live by the beach, so I go there every single day just to get in touch to the heartbeat of our mother. And, simple things like this just give you immense amount of gratitude and also the ability to tap into the power that you already have. So I love nature, and I feel like I am nature.
No, you are truly are. I spent an amazing day with you, especially on the beach, and learning a lot about the sun and all the qualities that we need. So I want you to speak after this, after I go around. When I come back again, I would love you if you would love to speak to us about the sun. I am doing my things in the sun, my beautiful one, just as you subscribed. I love it. I love it. So my beautiful Cristiano, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, and then tell us what freedom and resilience means for you. And then you can give a message to beautiful Alison. Christiana?
Working now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
It's the first time on my computer. It's the first time on my computer.
It keeps on telling me here at the back your Wi-Fi is unstable. So, but we cannot really hear you, my beautiful one. Okay. No. Okay. I will have to take you out for a minute, please, Cristiano. So my beautiful one, Christiana, we cannot hear you. And unfortunately, I didn't do any testing before we started with the show, and I don't do any edits during the show. So is it possible that we can go out and come back in maybe with your tablet, because your computer doesn't work? There's a very slow lag on your side. So my beautiful Alison, can you please, while we're waiting for Christiana to come, can you tell us about the sunlight, and then I will move over to beautiful Jamie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we know we are beings of light, right? We are actually light through and through. So we know the sun is the center of our solar system, right? Or the Mother Earth is evolving around it. That's what gives life on Earth, pretty much. Even the plants and animals, they go through, for example, plants go through photosynthesis. They turn the sunlight into food for us and the animal to eat. And then for us, we also eat the animals who eat the plants. So that becomes our protein. So it's a very interconnected world. The sun is also the powerful source of biological pathways inside of our body. So many programs are turned on because of the different frequencies in the sunlight. For example, in the morning, the infrared and the UVA light in the morning sun actually turn on all of these programs for us to start working, to start the day. And the sunset, the waning light, the red and orange, and also turn on another pathways for us to start the rejuvenating, relaxation pathways. So the frequency in the sun have an amazing effect in whatever our body needs to do. All the cells receive the sunlight and interpret that into the signal to function for all our cells. So that's the absolutely fundamental signal our cells rely on to work. But in the modern life, we don't go to see the sun anymore because we live an indoor life, and all the glasses also block out all the beneficial frequencies, right? And also modern technology nowadays is all isolated blue light, which is completely alien to our cells. If you see in nature, everything's balanced out, it's based on harmony. The blue light is balanced out by the infrared and red and also other frequencies. So they are dance together to balance each other out. So the modern technology just bring us this isolated blue light, which is on its own is a complete stressor. So that created chaos inside our body. So that's the light story. We are devoid from the sun that give us life, and we bring in the light that destroy our biology. So that's why that's one of my passions to help people go back to nature, to connect to the life-sustaining force, the sun, the earth. That's how our cells are functioning, and that's our biology depend on. It's a very simple introduction to light.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful one. So, my beautiful Jamie, can you please tell us what are you doing and how you serving the world? And why is that what you are doing such a big why? What was the reason why this was such a big why in your life?
Okay. Well, what I do is I'm an author, I'm a speaker. I own my own business. I'm an affiliate marketer. I'm an investor in crypto. But I made a training called Perspective-Driven Purpose. I believe our perspective will drive us to our purpose, and our purpose will lead us to our passion. Our passion will fuel what we want to do. But sometimes we make mountains out of molehills because our perspective is wrong. And I help people navigate that to get them back on a perspective that can get them to their purpose. And what my why is I was working in a psychiatric hospital for about 10 years. And these people I was dealing with, they were broken. They were depressed, suicidal. Some were homeless. I mean, they saw no hope. And if they did see a hope, they didn't think it was for them. So I was doing these groups, and they told me I should be a speaker. I just kind of blew it off. They told me I should write a book. I just kind of blew it off. They said if I put my words on a CD, they'd listen to it in their car. I blew it off. And then an elderly lady in probably her 80s, she said, Jamie, I want the worst of my life. And that's when I went, I got something to say. I have to do it. My why is there are people out there dying because they don't have information we have. And I don't think anybody, I'm going to get a little on the suicidal rant. I don't think people want to die. They just want the pain to end. They want the situation to change, and they don't know how. Let's change their perspective. Maybe we can get them another day or two of life, or a year or two of life, or a lifetime of life, all because of their perspective.
Jamie,
Can't hear you.
Jamie, that's incredible. Yes, that's incredible. Do you have an example that, and you don't have to give the right people's names, do you have something that have touched your life forever because of how you changed their lives forever? Do you have a story for us?
I would say it was that elderly lady, because you never know how you influence people. You never know who's listening. You never know who's not, who's taking you serious, who thinks you're a joke. And when she said that, I just went, oh, thank you. I just acted humble about it. And then when she walked away, I went, wow, my words saved someone's life. And then she explained how on the next group. She asked if she could talk, and I said, yeah. And she had come to the hospital before, and then she left about 5 or 6 months, and then she came back. And she said life got hard for her. Her own kids are on drugs, and she's raising her grandkids as her own. It got tight on her. And I always tell people suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And life got hard, and she had a bunch of pills in her hand. She was about to take them, and she remembered me saying that. She said I put them down because it was a temporary, or it was a permanent fix to a very temporary problem. And that let me know that, yeah, people are listening. We need to conduct ourselves with the highest eyes, because we never know who we're going to affect. And when she said that to the other people, we don't know how that rippled out and affected anybody else. But that was a time where someone's decision affected my life. That was, besides being told that I was going to be a father, that's probably the greatest thing I've ever been told, that I saved someone's life.
Wow, that's incredible. I've got
Right.
two goosies. I've got it goosies from here till here out of my head. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. My beautiful Gwen, can you please share how you are serving the world, my beautiful one? Okay, Gwen, just give me 1 second. You're welcome to speak. There you can go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm a clairvoyant medium psychic reader, as well as a hypnotherapist and a Qigong healer. I studied with a Chinese master in Sydney for 2 years, studying Qigong and Chinese healing, and many other teachers as well. So that's how I serve the world. I call it quantum healing, because there's so much more that goes into the session than those things, because there's been a lot of years of study and learning and so many people that I've treated as well. So so the combination of everything just falls together nicely for people to heal. And I feel also doing one's inner work is the most important, because when I do my inner work, that serves the clients as well. Always healing.
Thank you. And do you do classes for your Qigong? And can you also give us an example of somebody that you have saved their lives forever?
I didn't quite hear your first part of the question.
Do you do classes on Qigong? And I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it better than I am.
No. I'm not. I don't currently do classes on Qigong, but I actually use the energy work as I was taught on the client. So it's about shifting energy off and then replacing energy. I'm just the tool. The work comes from creator. So so that helps them. And also I help with ancestral lineages as well, like releasing old beliefs and patterns from ancestors. And I've had many. I had one actually friend say to me, she gave me a hug one day and she said, "Do you realise how many people you've helped and saved in your lifetime?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, I'm one of them." And many, I've had a couple of other people tell me things that they're doing now that they would never have done without the support that was given, that was channeled or given to me through my own experiences as well.
I loved it. The day that we had our coffee chat, I loved you the first day that I met you. You were such an incredible, you are an earth angel, so as Jamie and so as Alison. So yes, my beautiful Gwen, please continue what you are doing, because there is miracles and miracles in the way that you are working. If you can remember when we had our coffee chat, I said to you, I need to introduce you to 3 people.
Yes.
So it was Laura, it was Gail, and can you remember I said Alison? So yes. Alison is now also joining us today. So the 2 of you need to connect, but please connect with each other. And my beautiful viewers, please look down in the show notes below. My guest details is in there. Connect with them. I have done now 642 coffee chats in 3 years and 6 months. I cannot tell you how incredible people I've met around the world. And I can say almost 99% of them join the 2 communities. The Tanzanite Heroes, our male community, and our beautiful women's community, Diamond Beauties Forever. You never know. You never know. And one of the things I have realized, that all of us around the world, doesn't matter where and what you are, you want to take care of your family, you want to be loved, and you want to love. That's that 3 amazing specialness that's around all of us. That's incredible. So, my beautiful Alison, can you please tell us how are you serving the world? And then also if you have an example, my beautiful one.
Thank you for that's a great question. I never thought about doing what I'm doing today. Like Jamie said before, you never know what your words going to impact people.
Right.
So yeah, like 8 years ago, I got into the work of Dr. Jack Cruz, and that was a life-changing tipping point in my life. You know, at that stage, I had depression, postnatal depression, and also insomnia. My life was completely a mess. So by connecting with nature, and I didn't just heal myself, but I also tapped into that power I always given. And fast forward now, I'm living my dream life, and I thought I need to actually pay forward to his teaching. He never knew I existed until recently. I talked to him and I gave him my testimonial about how much his work impacted my life and my children and everyone around me. Like my relationship, with my in-laws, everyone just completely transformed. So that's the reason why I am doing what I'm doing. Just creating the ripple effect of the power of nature. Nowadays we've been told we have to look for things outside of us, either supplements or the exercise and everything, products. But we already have the treasure within us, around us, from when we were born into this place. So my focus on, the focus I have on now is really just my YouTube. And I did have a course, but I want a bigger platform to touch more people. So my YouTube channel has been running for almost 6 months. The people who leave messages tell me how much they were touched by the videos and the messages. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Sometimes it's not easy to start this, to get out of my corporate world who pays me really well and very easy. So I had a lot of moments of thinking about going back, but those messages just melt my heart and just put me back into the purpose I am now. You are mute.
It's so beautiful. Thank you for reminding me I'm mute. I'm going to try and bring in Christiana and see if it's going to work. She come in, go out, come in again. So let us see. Hello, Christiana. Let us hear you. Please talk to us.
Can you hear me now? How's that working? Hello, I'm Christa Carr from Ontario, Canada. I'm a Begin Within guide, your friendly, freaky-ass sweetgrass water medicine woman, something else I like to say. And I lead with love and playfulness, and I help you connect with your divine inner child and find your unique gifts to share. And I do a daily crumb every day.
Oh, and the ladies love your daily crumb. Thank you, my beautiful Christiana. Can you tell us what does freedom and resilience means for you?
Wow. Well, freedom is, free will. We have free will. We can choose everything. My mother used to always say that you've always got a choice, even if they hold a gun to your head. So that's our freedom, to always choose. No matter what's going on, we get to choose. That resilience, well, that comes up with a lot of life experience and the stuff that we grow through, little traumas, big traumas, and all that kind of stuff. And I've been called very resilient myself, though I just feel like that's just the way I was made, and I guess my free will. I've got a very strong will, I've been told, so whether that's being stubborn or whatever, but I keep growing is what I like to say. I grow through what I go through. So I just keep growing, and I feel the bitter and choose to grow wiser, I say. So I think that's that resilience is that we're feeling that fear, we're feeling things are hard, but we keep growing and we keep doing it anyways. And we just keep growing.
I love it. I love it. And my beautiful one, I was reminded when I saw Alison jumping in the cold swimming pool on,
Yeah.
on Instagram. I just saw it this morning. I thought, okay, it reminded me on your snow angel you've made in one of the challenges that Alison have given. It was so amazing. And then the children want to let me show you the sand angel because we don't have snow here in New Zealand. So I'm
I
going to
love
go
that.
back to Jamie and then we will come around. My beautiful Jamie, what was the one thing that you wish you have told yourself that now you can bestow on any youngster out there?
I guess to tell myself would be to believe when others say I'm better than I am. When people tell me I'm good, I tended to. I used to just, no, I never believed it. I would say believe in that sooner. Don't wait.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know, my beautiful Jamie, I also had that same thing. It's only 6 years ago when I realized that I need to start and start loving myself unconditionally, that I
Right.
accept all those amazing, amazing things coming back my way. Yes, I would
Right.
love to have given it to everyone, but then when it was my time to receive, I was like shy away. I was not worthy
Same
enough.
thing.
No, I love it. Thank you, Jamie. And for you, my beautiful Gwen,
Yes, I had to learn about worthiness and self-love. So it was quite a journey, and I used to think that I was a little bit of a fraud, even though I studied and learnt a lot, until I actually acknowledged self-love and, or loving myself unconditionally.
I was always wondering what is this unconditionally? Oh my goodness, I could never touch it because I don't now understand it. Oh my! But the thing is, if you just love yourself
Yes,
and you are proud of yourself, all those things that are beautiful, that
yeah.
makes it unconditionally. How
Mm.
incredible. So you don't need to go and search for unconditionally.
No,
Unconditional is part of who you are. So
that's
I
right.
love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, so is there anything that you would love to bestow on the youngsters that you would have told your younger self?
Especially the young woman of today rushing into relationships and then having all the breakups and breakdowns is just to go slowly and to learn about each other before rushing in to live together. That's
Right.
one of the things that I actually really emphasize when I'm talking to women in their 20s and their 30s, and give
Mhm.
themselves time.
I had to bring on the glasses.
I love
Oh,
those.
that's so
Awesome. That is one of the things that I see quite a lot, especially in our community. A few youngsters there, they just jump into a relationship. I spoke to a lady last week, and she said she cannot understand why is she every relationship it's the same.
Yeah,
But I said it's because your thinking and your energy is all the same.
that's right.
What if you do this? You decide to do this.
Mm.
If it's not working, you have to do something different.
Mm.
So I'm going to have a coffee chat. I see she booked another coffee chat for next week. So this week is my birthday on the 20th. I didn't allow a lot of space for coffee chats. I am going to be 60 years young, and I'm so excited. I'm going to launch my book. So there's a lot of stuff happening this week. But I do see she have booked another meeting with me next week. Cannot yet to find out because then it's over a month that I last saw her. My beautiful Alison, what advice could you bestow on a youngster? It's something that you would have loved to tell yourself.
Yeah. Be a rebel. Question anything. You're in control of everything because when you understand everything in your life is a reflection of you, and you can change it to whatever you want. Beautiful.
Alison, let me see what can I bring out for you. What about this one?
Oh, love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. My
You got a
beautiful
collection of those.
I've got 7 pairs here, but I've got much more at home. My beautiful Christiana, what would you have told your younger self?
Get to know yourself, know who you are before you try to get into a relationship. Do you before you go looking for anybody else to do.
I love that. I love that. Can I showcase you what I'm going to wear for you?
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. So my beautiful guest, I know, Christiana, you only came in a little bit later and you were struggling to come in. I am going to pick up the little one in a few seconds. So may I just ask, do you have a message that you want to bestow on Alison after your amazing gift and spending some time with her? Thank you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. And I missed your Mrs. Potts today, and I'm so sorry, but it's I just love you. And you are a cup of light and inspiration, your sparkle and your smile. And I miss you. And I feel bad when I miss you on Sundays. Since we had that time change, we used to be at 4 and now it's at 6. So for my time anyway. So, and Sundays are a hit and miss, but you're just amazing at what you do, and your quantum wellness program. Wow. I love to be a part of that, and thank you. And I love that the group is still there, and I'm going to take pictures in the backyard to show the difference between the winter and the summertime. There's quite the difference, but thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, and that you do in that begin within work too, that you actually, you do the work. You're not just saying it. And that's a beautiful thing. You actually do the work and you don't just say it. Thank you.
Thank you. My beautiful Jamie, and this question will be for all of you. What legacy would you like to leave?
When people think of me after I'm long and gone, I want to be remembered as a man who told people about God, who told people that they're worthy because they exist, who told people that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, whatever it is, we can get you through it. I want to be known as a man who cared for people, no matter if they're a billionaire or eating out of a trash can. That's the kind of legacy I want to leave.
I love it, Jamie. That was one of the things that I loved about you the first time I had a coffee chat with you. You had this incredible voice, first of all. And secondly, you will convey a message with such a beautiful heart and soft voice that you touch my heart. And I'm so grateful that you are in my life. Thank you, my beautiful Jamie. So my beautiful Gwen, what is your legacy you would love people to remember you by?
Well, the legacy really is when supporting so many people, that is going down through their lineage and not only helping them, but it's helping their children, their grandchildren. So it ripples out to friends and family. And so to me, you know, it's those little things of supporting others that really is a legacy. whether I'm remembered or not by my name, the most important thing is that those people have actually had profound changes in their lives. The ones that actually, have chosen to grow from the sessions.
Beautiful. There was one of the things that when you were just talking, that you reminded me, the children loves Coco. So I don't know if you know the animation Coco. And he is visiting the afterlife and he's playing guitar. And the people cannot come over for Cristiano, what is celebration of death? I think that is what the Mexican,
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead. Yes. I'm so sorry. I could not remember what day it was. And how did the people try to, the spirits try to come over, but if your relatives forgot you, you are not registered to go and spend that one day with them. I just remember that. So thank you for that for a reminder. As long as we are in our hearts of other people, we will always be there in spirit. My beautiful Alison, what legacy would you love to bestow on all of us?
I love what Gwen said. Sometimes it's not about remembering the person, but remember the effect and the feeling that created, down the track, maybe across generations. And everyone is inspiration, like Christiana. You come into this program, you are inspiration yourself. Like you inspire me during that 6 weeks as well. I think I always thought about myself as a bowl of joy and happiness, and I walk through life, and everyone around me get a touch of it. That's something I always thought. It's nothing interesting, but I just feel like when we come here, we just want to make anything or everyone better. Whatever happens in the life, either good or bad, there's nothing good and bad because we just give the stories, but everything is made of love. And I just want people to understand the power of that in everything, right? Not just the good things, but the challenging things people see.
Incredible. I loved it. And I remember when we met, you told me, but I'm here near to you, Sanet. And we had met in person. You were my first coffee chat in person. How incredible. It was truly spectacular to have met you. So, Jamie, not only do you have your grandchild there, but I've got my grandchild here as well. How incredible that we can spend time with them. For me,
Right.
it's such a blessing to come from South Africa and spend time here. I cannot even comprehend to express my gratitude for this. My beautiful Christiana, what legacy would you love to bestow on the world?
Legacy of love and laughter and playfulness. I've always said with my children, I'd love to leave them memories. So I strongly believe in that. I'd rather leave them the memories more than the money. So that's kind of been my focus, is to leave them happy memories and that family connection and stuff like that, and how important that is. Not at all costs, but to have those connections and those family bonds. And sometimes that's our chosen family and not always the blood family.
Wow.
Don't blame me, Zachary. I love those glasses.
Yeah, Zachary just won these glasses, and I was wearing these glasses because of your beautiful shirt. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, this was an amazing show. Thank you so much for your wisdom. And I am ready for paparazzi. And this little one loves this paparazzi pet. So, my beautiful Jamie, what is your golden nugget?
What is my golden nugget? Same thing I tell everybody. You're worthy simply because you exist. As long as you have breath, you have a purpose.
Wow, incredible. Are you ready for paparazzi? Beautiful, my beautiful Gwen. What is your golden nugget?
Live life to your fullest and really release the fear and go and do it and give everything a try.
Amazing. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Yeah.
Here we go. My beautiful Alison, what is your golden nugget?
Always remember you are loved by our mother. Embrace her fully and then let your atomic glow come alive.
Oh, I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? Here we go. My beautiful Christiana, what is your golden nugget?
My golden nugget is today's tears of sorrow water the seeds of joy for tomorrow. But we don't have to wait till tomorrow to feel the joy in today.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? What's a potato? Ooh, this one I just pulled my hair. You will not believe it. So my beautiful viewers, are you ready to have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Here we go.
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the
Bye-bye,
rain.
everyone.
Sprinkle
Bye-bye.
me with fairy